What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon. NBA DFS video. It is Sunday. It is March 24th, and we are back with a brand new video for you guys. If you've never been here before, hopefully you're in for a treat. Hopefully you learned some things. If you've been here before, you know the drill. So we only have 4 games on this main slate for DraftKings. So we're still going to cover everything. We're going to look at the Vegas numbers. We are going to look at each game. We're going to break it down individually, and then we are going to build a lineup using one of the tools from FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. So that tool, again, the NBA points allowed by position tool. We're also going to go over 5 plays at each position that we like. So it is a smaller slate, and if you saw yesterday's games or the results of yesterday's games, kind of follow the trend that I said in yesterday's video, where I'm not liking the NBA as much right now until the playoffs start, because teams that are already in the playoffs are starting to play certain players less or bench players more, and then teams that are already out are doing the kind of the same thing, just not the big starters. So yesterday, everyone was on Wemby, everyone was on Sabonis, and Wemby, let's see, where did he go? Only played 20 minutes. 25.25 fantasy points. A lot of money for him at 10,600. That's kind of just what I'm talking about. The highest scorer was Dejounte Murray. Played 30 minutes. Fred VanVleet, we're all over. Jalen Green was the picture of the article in the video. He was the 3rd highest scorer at 56. So we also had a lot of Jabari, and he got ejected in the game. So be careful. Again, this is what I'm trying to tell everybody. Baseball starts on Thursday. Kind of ease your way into like playing less of NBA. Just the way NBA is going right now, the way the Vegas numbers look, some of the teams, there's a lot of banged up guys. This is where I just don't want you guys to get screwed over too much. So that being said, I do want to announce we finally had a winner for getting the exact fantasy points correct. So what am I talking about? If you're new to the channel, we have giveaways every single day. 2 ways to win every day. Like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment. You got to leave a comment for the comment picker. If the video gets at least 50 likes, someone will win a free week of content. Now, that consists of a week of MLB once that starts, NASCAR, NBA, NFL, and PGA. If the video gets 100 likes, you have a chance to win a free month. 125 likes is a free year, and 150 or more likes is a chance to win a lifetime pass. The second way to win, like the video, be a subscriber, and tell me who is going to score the most amount of DraftKings fantasy points on this slate tonight, and how many fantasy points will they score. The person who gets it closest without going over will win a free week. And the person who gets it exactly correct, we've had one person, will win a free month. So the first one that we had to get exactly correct was a free year. They have already their account's been set up on the site. They're ready to go. I think they joined the Discord, so we are ready to go. But anyone who gets it exactly correct moving forward will win a free month of content. That's every sport we offer, and we're very excited. You can win multiple times. You can win every single day. So that being said, everything is in the description of this video. There's today's article. Normally, if there's at least 5 games on a slate, we'll go 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks. But since there's 4, we'll give you about 5 or 6 plays at each position with our projections out there. Now, these are basically floor projections, but we're not going to project players for 80 plus. They do go for 80 plus, but we're going to give you the projections that we have in the description. Also, the Discord channel, go check that out. We did core plays yesterday for both the main slate and the night slate, whatever it's called. It's different on both Fanduel and DraftKings. So, that being said, depending when you watch this video, we do have NASCAR today, so definitely go check out our NASCAR content. We're very excited to bring you NASCAR as well. So, that being said, let's check the Vegas numbers real quick. So, the 4 games on the slate, Cleveland versus Miami, 216 over under. Golden State versus Minnesota, 236. We're excited. There's two good games that are very highly over under. OKC versus Milwaukee, 216. Kind of feel like that's a little bit lower, but we'll see if anyone is ruled in or out. And then Indiana versus the Lakers, over under of 235. Absolutely love some Lakers players. We kind of got screwed over by AD the other day. We'll show you what we did. Then the spread right now. The spread for Cleveland, Miami. Miami is a 4.5-point favorite. It opened at 4.5. They're currently 4.5. Minnesota is actually a 2.5-point favorite against Golden State. Opened at 2.5. They are a 3-point favorite now. We've got Milwaukee being a 3.5-point favorite over OKC, which it's in spread theory, it's a close spread, but it's a lower over-under, which kind of stings. But they did open up as a 2.5. And then Indiana versus Lakers. Lakers are a 4-point favorite, did open up as a 4.5. So kind of watch this throughout the day just to see if you can kind of get a feel for what we're looking for, or like the trends that Vegas looks at. And then you can dig into those games and get those players. So that being said, just kind of taking a look at all overall. Giannis, he's questionable. He's listed as probable, but does have a hamstring problem. He is very high priced at $11,400. Really hasn't hit value. Basically, what we've talked about in other videos, the target you're looking for is, if you're building a lineup, you're looking for basically 7.5 times value at the bare minimum. And what I mean by that is, you are looking for, so for Giannis, for instance, at 11,400 times 7.5, 85.5. Now, he can hit that, but he doesn't hit that often. And we kind of look at that. That's kind of what I'm like. He's so high priced. He's coming off back to like 3 straight under 60 fantasy point games in a matchup where it's supposed to be close, but with a low over under, a hamstring problem. Maybe they rest him a little bit. He's playing 35, he's still playing the games. It doesn't feel like he's playing hard enough to be able to pay up for that price. So that's kind of one that I'm on the fence about. Then we've got Anthony Davis, LeBron James, both got the questionable tag. They're going to play, but you can just see Anthony Davis coming off 61.25, so not bad at his price. I think we did have him in that game. We had LeBron a little bit, did nothing. 38 minutes, 37.5 fantasy points against Philly. Let us down. Anthony Edwards, questionable against Golden State. But again, he's had a dislocated finger. He's been questionable ever since this Utah game, but he's played. So I fully expect him to play. To be honest, if I'm paying in that range, I think I'd rather take Edwards over LeBron. Maybe a little bit AD I would take too. But yeah, so let's just, what we're going to do, we're going to go the top 5 at each position that we like. I'm going to give you some in-depth, some numbers from their last 5 games. Also, that helps you build out. So, just looking at shooting guard, or point guard, SGA. He is expensive. He's got a good matchup here. DVP is 27th. His value's not like huge, but in his last 5 games, we've got 34.3 is his floor. His ceiling has been 56. So at his price, I don't know if I want to pay as much, but that's what we've got projected out. So, and I'll tell you, if you've never been here before, these numbers right here, do not follow them, because it's showing 24th. So you're like, oh, he's 24th DVP against them. No, it's 27th. So just kind of when you're looking, that's, and people have wondered, and they haven't known, which is nuts, but this screws a lot of people up. They look at this, and that's all they've got. They don't see another way. So the numbers are a little bit different. So I wanted to put that out there. Another one is Tyrese Halliburton here against the Lakers. We kind of look, his price, if it'll load, it's not bad at 9,000. DVP is 26th. It shows 25th. So it's closer, but it's not correct. Looking over his last 5 games, floor's been 34.3. His ceiling has been 62. So we look at the 62 as what it's exactly he's coming off of against Golden State. Was on fire there. The minutes have been there. the matchup should be close. It's a high-scoring game. I might not pay up for SGA. I might look at Halliburton here at 9,000, especially with Donovan Mitchell being out with that price, Tyler Hero being out as well. Speaking of Lillard, we've got him 3 right now. His floor has been 28.8 in his last 5 games. His ceiling's been 64.8, 9,300. Obviously would love him a little bit more if Giannis was out, but the way they've been utilizing Giannis and he's not been hitting value, we could use Lillard over Giannis in this game and feel confident about that. The way he's been going, I do like that. Next one that I really like is Steph Curry. His minimum floor right now in the last 5 games has been 20.8. His ceiling's been 51. At that price, I don't mind. But this is correct. The DVP is 1. So Curry does not have the best matchup here. He's actually got the worst matchup for point guard. So that's one that I would kind of avoid a little bit. One that I would look at, though, if we're being honest, if you want to go down a little bit of value here, is Josh Giddey. So we look at Josh Giddey. We've got him. The DVP for him is 27. So a really good matchup in this game against... he's not coming off the best. It's true. But we are looking at, for Giddey, 21.5 is his floor, 33.5 is his ceiling right now. So he's got a really good matchup. He's another one that I think he'll be under-owned at 5,700, especially at the point guard. So that is one I'm looking at. Another one is I want to take exposure, like I said, to this Lakers game because I want to take players against Indy because Indy has a high-paced game. They have the highest over-under most nights, and it usually pans out. So we look at Austin Reeves. I don't mind Austin Reeves. Coming off 3 games that have been iffy. They've dropped his price a little bit. Tournament-wise, again, we've got to play tournament. This is tournament time until the playoffs start. Under 5 games. You got to get creative when building your lineup. So I will have a little bit of exposure to Josh Giddey and Austin Reeves. I will have some exposure to TJ McConnell as well. So TJ McConnell at 4,500 in this game has not been the best, but in a high-scoring game here, I don't mind TJ McConnell at all. Moving to the shooting guard position. Love me some Anthony Edwards. Make sure he's in there. The questionable tag. It's going to be like LeBron. It's going to be like AD. I think he's going to carry that questionable tag the rest of the season, but still play. But you've got a lot of these Duncan Robinson, Strus, Hero, Mitchell. A lot of these higher up guys for shooting guard are out. So which will open up value somewhere. So Anthony Edwards, under 10K, his floor has been 40.3. His ceiling has been 65. The 65 at 9,600 would be amazing. 55 to 60 would be amazing for him. Another one would be Karis LeVert. I don't mind Karis LeVert here. His DVP 17, so it doesn't look as good as what's on there, but 7,300, putting up 40 and 50s here. I absolutely love him. His floor has been 23.3 in his last 5 games against New Orleans. He did play 30 minutes in that game, so that's a little volatile, but we are looking at a ceiling of 55. So that would be a perfect price point at 7,300 fantasy points per game here. So that is what we're looking at. I did forget to mention, question of the day, how are your brackets doing? Your March Madness, it has absolutely been madness. This might be the worst bracket filling out I've ever done. It's been wild. I'm not winning. I think I'm almost in dead last in our FTAsports one. So someone is going to win a free... It's not going to be me, but someone's going to win a year pass. Hopefully it's one of you guys that are watching this video. But yeah, it's been nuts. Another one I want to look at here is Klay Thompson against Minnesota. So we come down here at 5,800. His DVP is 4th, so it's not the best. But again, if Curry is not shooting well at his price, Klay Thompson, his floor, though, in the last 5 games has been 17 fantasy points. Ceiling been 41, which would be amazing at this price. He's been pretty good. The results, the minutes, they're fluctuating a little bit, but his results here have been good. His points, his actual points in the game have been pretty good. Maybe he just needed the whole season to warm up, but that's where we're at with Klay Thompson. Another one is Aaron Nesmith. or Naismith. Again, a good matchup for him. It's 12th DVP. His ceiling has been 34 in the last 5 games. He's 5,000, which is perfect. I mean, you're looking at 7. You're looking about, anywhere between 30 to 35 fantasy points would be perfect at his 5,000 price. Is it a tournament play? Yes. Again, this is where you have to get creative. So that's why I tell you, watch this video. But if you do need a little bit more help, if this video is not the only video that's helpful, go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Under the NBA tab, you can see everything we have to offer. $24.99 a month plus DFS sports betting, or we have extended this. If you want the yearly pass, it includes every single sport. Click on the yearly pass, usually $199. Use promo code MLBVIP. All one word, all capital letters. You are going to get a year for $75. So, that being said, I don't mind Naismith. I don't mind Nemhard either. Minutes have been there for him. Fantasy points, his last game's coming off a fantastic game at 4,300. He's still 4,300. He makes a good shot here. So yeah, let's take a look at each game real quick. Instead of doing that, we'll do this way. A lot of people are out for this game. Adebayo to Karis LeVert, those are good plays. You know that. Love me some Darius Garland as well. You come down a little bit. Jovic. Tournament-wise, 4,000, I don't mind. Just kind of looking at him. 19 minutes his last game, not the best, but they were getting beat pretty good. Now in a game that's supposed to stay close, I could see him playing some more minutes. I could see him getting the 26 to 30 fantasy points. I don't mind that. Jaquez Jr., questionable tag due to knee and ankle issues. It's his first time on the list. Not very well. He hasn't done much, which could open up Isaac Okoro. Don't mind Isaac Okoro here. Minutes have been there. He hasn't really done much with the minutes, but 4,400 for Okoro, I don't mind. Come down a little bit, Sam Merrill. If these other guys are out, he's 3,900. Not bad. You're not going to get 7 times value out of everyone in your lineup. You're gonna need these $3,900 guys to hopefully open up value other places so you can pay up for those guys today. Georges Niang, we've used him a ton lately. The minutes and usage have been there. Hasn't had the best results, but he allows us to pay at other positions. If you pay $4,500 for him, Thomas Bryant could be one if he's going to get a run. The minutes, I mean, he's actually done really well considering he's only played 15, 16 minutes. But at 3,800 in this matchup, I don't mind him at all. I think I might take him a little bit over. I mean, they're basically the same price, but he's been doing just a little bit better, so I don't mind him. That's probably as low as I would go here. Tristan Thompson, 3,100. The minutes, I mean, he hasn't been bad. The minutes have been half a game there. It just depends. Yeah, I mean, he's played 4 games since he had 25 game suspension for the league anti-drug program for whatever he was using. But yeah, so he hasn't been bad, but I don't know how much I'd use him. Orlando Robinson, if he's getting 15 minutes, it would make a little bit more sense, but he has not. So, next game, Golden State, Minnesota. I mean, you guys know, Edwards, I would use. Curry, I'm probably off of today. Towns being out, Gobert being questionable. Is he going to be in or out? So, if Gobert is out, I absolutely love Naz Reid. But I don't know if he's out. His price has gone up a lot. The minutes have been weird too. I don't know about that. His price has gone up. Tournament-wise, again, you can't really go wrong. Love me some Klay Thompson, Kuminga, Chris Paul, I don't mind. You want to go a little bit lower. Kyle Anderson at 5,300 is okay. Trace Jackson Davis, we've been using him. He's been pretty damn good, 5,000. His price has not gone up as much as it should. Like, he had a 39 burger against the Knicks, 26.25, which is 5 times value. This is 6 times value. Trace Jackson Davis, a cheaper option at 5,000. I would look at them. Moses Moody, we've used in the past. Really hasn't done much lately. I'm probably off of him at 3,800. We've got McLaughlin here. Minutes have been there. Tournament play, 3,700. Don't mind McLaughlin at all. Moving to the OKC versus LA or Milwaukee game. I don't know if I want to pay up for Giannis. I'm probably not paying up for Giannis today. I'm probably not paying up for SGA either. The highest I would go in this game would be Lillard. Love me some Lillard. Love some Chet Holmgren. He's been on fire. So ceiling, his last 5 games have been 65 fantasy points, which is amazing at his price. They have bumped him up a little bit, so he's steadily gone up. Jalen Williams makes sense. Like I said, Josh Giddey already. Brook Lopez for tournament. Malik Beasley. Lou Dort we've used lately. I don't mind. You want to get a little bit lower. You want to see what we can use here. Gordon Hayward. The minutes have been there for Gordon. If everything clicks, this could be a good game here. Again, he hasn't done a ton with the minutes, but the minutes have been there. 3,400, a value option today. Pat Connaughton, I'd obviously love him more if some guys were out for Milwaukee. Minutes have fluctuated. You could see 15 minutes against Brooklyn. In a close game, they pulled him. A close game here, played 24 minutes. 11-point spread here, 22 minutes. So the minutes have been there. He really hasn't done much. Obviously, if Giannis was out or Lillard was out, Connaughton would make a little bit more sense. Tournament-wise, 3,500. I mean, you could throw him in there and still build a pretty good lineup there. AJ Green, not bad, and people aren't talking about him. 3,200. Could he get some mop-up minutes? He could. The game should be close. Maybe he does play 15-ish minutes here. He's done pretty well when he's been given the minutes, but the 8 minutes against Boston's nothing at 3,100. That's as low as I would go there. And then the final game, Indy versus LA. Like I said, I don't think I want to pay up for AD today. I honestly don't know if I'll do James either. I would still look at Halliburton, Pascal. So in those games where James and Davis, the last game, didn't do a ton, it's really weird. It was a very low-scoring game against Philly, 101-94. But then against Atlanta, when the Lakers just blew their backs out, 30 minutes, 53 fantasy points. D'Angelo Russell against Golden State. They lost by 7. He played 40 minutes, 51.25 fantasy points. Love me some D'Angelo Russell. Love me some Austin Reeves. Miles Turner, I don't mind here. People have been all over Ryu lately. Minutes have been there. He's averaging right around 24, which is not good for 54 fantasy points, or 5,400. So I'm probably off of him. But like I said, Neesmith and McConnell, I don't mind. Nembhard, I don't mind either. Then we look at Jalen Smith. If I see this face walking down the street, I'm saying he's an accountant. But the minutes have been there. You're looking probably right around 20 minutes out of Jalen Smith at 4,000. 20. If we could get 26 out of him again, I think it would be a steal. They have jumped his price from 3,700 though. But yeah, 4,000, I don't mind that at all. So the one that I thought would be huge when he got traded was Spencer Dinwiddie. Hasn't done much at all with these. He's playing 20 minutes, right around 20 minutes. Hasn't done much at all. So I'm probably off the Dinwiddie train. Probably the rest of the year, unless he shows me something. Obi Toppin has been, 15 minutes. If he could get 20 fantasy points at 3,200, I think it'd be pretty damn good. It'd be a huge value today. And that's probably as low as I would go there. There's not a ton. Like I said, I am starting to play light for NBA. It's getting to the point where these players that we're not even on are scoring the most amount of fantasy points. The big guys are not getting as many minutes. Like I said, it's been exciting because I've already started to work on the article and some of the content for MLB. So if you are an FTA Plus member, go check out everything on the MLB tab because we're starting to put stuff out. And I found some things I want to integrate. I think I want to do a visual ballpark factor page using some widgets that I found. So I'm going to look at that. I'm going to look to build that out this week. We're very excited. Baseball starts Thursday. So the video, be on the lookout. The video will probably be out Tuesday. We're still waiting on, I think everyone has been, all the starting pitchers have been announced besides the Dodgers and the Padres. So they already started the season. It's not known who's going to pitch on Thursday. So just kind of waiting on that news to see. But yeah, spring training's about done. The rosters will be locked. We'll know who's playing, and then we can start to get the whole picture of MLB. So if you have not checked out our MLB content from last year, go check it out. We dig in pretty well. So that being said, looking at this, I want to build a tournament lineup. We're only going to do one lineup. I don't know if I want to do NBA points allowed by position. I don't know. But let's do a DraftKings lineup. Okay. Figure out what we like. So just kind of looking, I think I want to be off of, I don't think I'm going to have Giannis at all. I'm going to be off of Giannis. I don't think I want SGA either. I don't like that price. I don't think I like LeBron. So all these higher priced, bigger guys, I don't like Steph either. So I'm taking them out of my player pool. And to build a player pool, it just depends on what you have. And again, this is a tournament lineup. This is not the only lineup to build. This is a way to go about it. But let's see if Gobert, because I kind of like him, but again, I don't know if he's going to play. So yeah, he did play Friday. He does have his sprained rib. Played 37 minutes, so Gobert should be good to go. Did have 10 days off. I think he should be good to go. So I'm going to build a lineup with him in it too. I'm going to look, and these are all plays that I've mentioned and used earlier. Sam Merrill at 3,900 is going to allow you some things. The minutes have been there for him. Again, this is a tournament lineup. This is not an end-all, be-all. We didn't talk about Jimmy Butler, but someone's got to score for Miami here with all their guys being out. They have to. We talked about Jalen Smith being an accountant. I think he's going to account himself into this game and have a good game there. Going to do Darius Garland here because a lot of people are out. Again, a lot of people are out for Cleveland. So Sam Merrill, Darius Garland, I don't mind them. I'm taking Anthony Davis over LeBron. He's just been a better player lately, as long as he doesn't get hurt. And then another Indy, TJ McConnell that we talked about. So this is a tournament lineup. Not the only lineup, not the only way to go about it. One way that I went about it. So if you want to use this lineup, you can. You can lock it in. You can do whatever you want. I will as well. But that being said, that's basically the video. Again, I'm still going to bring you guys NBA content, article, video, everything. So if you don't know what we have, NBA tab, we have everything right here. I'm going to play light on it because we are getting to the point. I don't want you guys to get screwed over a ton. I saw a comment yesterday that someone thought that the Wizards were +6. And this is what was weird. If you watched yesterday's video, I mentioned how the Vegas numbers didn't make sense to me. Washington being a big favorite. And then it was, they only won by 2 or 3. So we're getting to the point where I'm stepping back a little bit. I'm going to bring you all the content. I'm going to bring you the fire still, but I'm stepping back on playing NBA a ton. I'm not going to put 20 lineups out a day. I'm going to do maybe 1 or 2 tournament lineups, and that's it. I'm still going to do everything for you for NBA, but I'm turning my focus to MLB once that starts as well. That's our favorite sport. It's what we've done the best on. But we're still going to do NBA. We're still going to have articles, still videos. But get in that mindset for MLB. It is almost here. We can almost taste it. So that's what I've got in this video. If you found it helpful, useful, like it, share, click on the ads. Every little bit helps for the algorithm. So that's what I've got. Good luck today. Go check out our NASCAR content as well. Let's bring them some bacon. Peace.